Okay, in this video it's a little bit more involved than if you happen to watch the PLR blogs 11 through 20 update, because this theme is a little bit more involved. There are more color schemes, etc. Um, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two ways you can either update the theme, and I'll show you why I recommend that, or if you've done lots of different CSS tweaks and you've really customized the blog and maybe you shifted things around and you've really dug into the CSS and you don't want that to be overwritten, then I'll show you how to update the QFont font without actually updating the theme. Okay. However, with this particular theme, version 2, which is now version 2.1 that I've created, there was an issue that wasn't with Headlines version 1 for PLR blogs 11 through 20, and I'll explain that in a second as well. But first I want to go ahead and update the theme. So what I would do is the obvious way, which is you go to your dashboard and click Appearance, click Install Themes. As you can see there, it says 2.0. Click Upload, Browse, and for some reason we're there. And I apologize for this. Okay, so we'll click Headlines Enhanced version 2-1 or 2.1. Click Install now. Also with this set of blogs, PLR blogs 21 through 40, basically my last two sets, it's using the OBox mobile plugin, which I'll go over in a second as well. But I'm just going to install the new theme. This one might take a little bit longer because there are 9 more color schemes than Headlines Enhanced version 1 or 1.1. Okay, now before I activate it, I'm going to go back to Appearance. Okay, because what we currently have is 2.0, and here's 2.1. Now if I just go to Headlines theme options before I actually swap over, as you can see it's using the Berry CSS or the Berry color scheme. Site titles 50 pixels, site descriptions 14. So when I go back to Appearance and I go ahead and activate version 2.1, it's going to take me right to, see that? We got Headlines version 2.1. It's got Berry already selected, 50 pixels, 14 pixels. So from my experiments, by uploading version 2.1, activating it, you don't lose any of your settings. Okay, so let me just go back here, go back to the home page, and go ahead and click Update or Refresh. Okay, it's still showing the font because I probably have it unticked, but as you can see, I refreshed it. It's got the new theme. Everything still remains the same color scheme, everything. Unless, like I said, you've really changed the CSS and tweaked this, then you may not want to update the theme. Just going to go back to Layout Options, Enable QFont Font. Okay, refresh. Okay, so now it's showing the QFont font here and here. So I think what I'll do next is I'll show you how to update the QFont script without updating the theme itself, and then I'll explain another reason why I felt I had to fix something on this theme. So if we go back to Appearance and we go back to the earlier version, sorry, you probably didn't see me click Appearance, but you know how to do this. Click Activate for version 2.0. So we're going back to the old theme, if you will. Layout options, so Enable QFont Font is ticked. Go back to, and then we refresh. And as you can see, it disappears because it's got the old version of the QFont font. So inside your cPanel, if you go to, sorry, let me just navigate. Okay, so this is the current blog I have, for PLR blogs 21 through 40. Anyway, so if you go to your WP content, your themes, headline version 2, because we decided we didn't want to upload version 2.1. That's for those who don't want to update the theme. So using the old one, version 2, double click that, go to Includes, go to the JavaScript folder, and then this QFont UI, we want to delete that because that's the old QFont font that doesn't work for Internet Explorer 9. And we'll upload the new QFont font. Okay, so that should be uploaded. And sorry, 1 second. I'm going to have to pause this because we've got some family over, and I can hear my 3-year-old son climbing up the stairs, so 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. My son was telling me, what do you call a sunflower with no seeds on a windowsill? And I said, what? He said, a window cleaner. I don't get it, but you know, he's 3. So anyway, right. So what we did was we updated the QFont UI script. Okay, so go back to the blog, and then I'll just do a refresh. And why didn't that work? Let me just make sure that. I wonder if I. Let me do a hard refresh. Control and F5. Okay, so I held the control key and then I hit the F5 key, and that did a hard refresh. So now you can see that the QFont font script is working. We can see that by the fact that we have Headlines version 2.0 and we have Enable QFont font. Okay, so that's if you don't want to update the theme itself, and but you want to fix that, and you don't want to just untick the box, you know, which is actually the quickest way to do it. You actually want to update the QFont script, then you could do it through cPanel or FTP and just replace that QFont JavaScript file, which you'll see the download link to that below this video. So now the reason why I also updated the theme is one thing about Internet Explorer, for those of you that probably already know this, I don't use this browser. I personally don't like Internet Explorer. That's just me, but I know a lot of people use it, and I prefer Chrome or Firefox. Now, one thing about that I must have missed is because I don't use this browser very often, although I do check the theme before I release it to anybody, is there's a compatibility mode. Just move this up a little bit here. Now, I think compatibility mode pertains to, you know, sites that were designed for older browsers. You know, Internet Explorer gives you this option to click this compatibility mode. So I'll go ahead and click that. So you see that little blue icon. Now what I noticed was this strange, what's happened is in compatibility mode, it's obviously made the category menu become vertical instead of horizontal. So I thought obviously that's no good, even though I never have Internet Explorer in compatibility mode. Some people might. I know one of my customers did, and that's one reason why I was alerted to this. So I spent a bit of time and I found it was just 2 little bits of CSS that I had to remove because I normally have Internet Explorer in non-compatibility mode, such as you can see there. It's grayed out. It looked fine, so there was no reason for me to think that anyway, so I found the problem in CSS and I updated the theme, and that's another reason why I recommend you update the theme. So if we go back to appearance, sorry, let me move this over here. If we go back to appearance and we activate Headlines version 2.1, and then okay, I'm going to go to, and then we'll just go ahead and update the blog. I'll just refresh it, I should say. And then I'll, up here, I'll click compatibility mode. And as you can see, the menu's fixed now. Okay? So it's, you know, once again, lovely Internet Explorer makes it a joy to work with when you're a web designer. Obviously, I'm being facetious, but that's another reason why I would recommend you update the theme, because it'll fix the JavaScript QFont font problem, and it just sorts out that menu problem if you're in compatibility mode. You know, so I think most of you probably haven't really done a lot of CSS tweaking, but if you have, and you don't want to update the theme, but you want to figure out how to sort that in compatibility mode, let me know and I'll I'll tell you the two little bits of CSS that you have to remove. It's very easy, but so what I've done was I've actually added the new theme to not only PLR blogs 11 through 20, but PLR blogs 21 through 40. I've rezipped everything. All the blogs have WordPress 3.2.1. They all have updated plugins. I'll go over the Obox mobile plugin after this video, just to keep these as short as possible. So if you wanted to open up your PDF and download everything, again, even if you've already installed many of these blogs, you know, you might want to install some more in the future using different niches, then you might as well have the latest version. So just to let you know, everything's been updated, so you can re-download everything, and hopefully you'll realize that you don't have to re-upload if you've already got a blog with all your articles and banners and stuff, as long as you haven't done any kind of major CSS tweaks to the actual theme itself, just update the theme and you'll be good to go. Okay, so it's a very quick, you know, so honestly, it should only take you a minute, you know, to fix this. You know, I had no idea that QFont font had to be updated for Internet Explorer 9, and you know, as I became aware of these things, I decided to update the blog. So hopefully this is as easy as it looks to you folks, but of course, if you have any questions, let me know. In the next video, I'm going to go over the Obox mobile plugin for PLR blogs 21 through 40 and mention that that's been updated too. So you can either update it by downloading the new plugin below, or you can, you know, download all the brand new blogs that has the newest Obox mobile plugin already installed. Okay, thanks very much.